I'm Teal Wicks, and you are watching HollywoodPopCulture.com.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn. Welcome to HollywoodPopCulture.com. It is my pleasure today to welcome Teal Wicks, who is not only the star of one of the biggest shows in Hollywood right now, but also a good friend. Thank you so much for coming by today.
You're welcome, Miss Jocelyn.
Now, Teal, for people who don't know, you are one of the current stars of the LA production of Wicked.
Yes, indeed.
What is that like, being in a show like that day after day? It's got to be just exhilarating, and I mean, how do you describe it?
It's exhilarating and exhausting. It's really great. It's such a phenomenal show, and the fan base is just absolutely amazing, and it's a show that really touches people, so it's kind of incredible to be a part of that. And it's a thrilling show, and playing Elphaba, the Green Witch, is kind of one of like the biggest and most demanding roles in musical theater. So with that, there's
a lot of work that goes into it.
A lot of work, and I'm very proud that I'm able to finish the weeks out, you know.
Give a brief description of what Wicked actually is about.
Okay, Wicked is the story before The Wizard of Oz. It's basically shows you the backstory of the famous witches and some of the characters. You have Glinda the Good Witch and Elphaba, who becomes the Wicked Witch of the West. And you also have her sister, whose character is Nessa Rose, who becomes the Wicked Witch of the East. And you basically get their backstory growing up, going to school together, and how events happen and their lives become the story that we know so well in The Wizard of Oz. And you kind of get the reasons behind all of that, and
it brings humanity to the characters.
It gives humanity,
really.
and it kind of makes you question like what's really good and what's really evil, and you know, who's to say what those stereotypes are, and you know, like the cliche little phrase, you know, don't judge a book by its cover.
Oh, exactly.
That sort of thing.
Especially when it's green.
Especially when it's green.
Like you are throughout the entire show. And I noticed you have your green fingernails.
Green fingernails.
Going on right now.
They stay on, pretty much. They're the signature Elphaba look outside of the show. You'll know an Elphaba because of the green fingernails, and usually there's green in the hairline.
Now, everything said about the show and, you know, not judging a book by its cover and everything, do you think that's why, and that message is why people love this show so much? Or what is it about this particular show?
Well, it's all of that, and it's because it's a familiar story. I mean, you know, pretty much everyone grew up with The Wizard of Oz, with these characters, and so there's that. So they can relate to it, and it's just a really interesting take on these characters that we know so well. And it's also a really great show about friendship and understanding and growth and acceptance. And it's a show with a lot of the fans. A lot of them are women because there's two really strong female roles. I mean, they're the leads in the show, and it's about their friendship and how they affect one another and grow because of their friendship and adversities that they've been faced with, you know, throughout the show. And so it's a really great story about two different but very two strong different women and how they grow and whatnot. So it's kind of inspiring, you know. I mean, it's a feel-good thing, and it's at the end of the show, you know, there's a good message there. There's a great message there.
We have lots more to talk about, Teal.
Yeah.
We're just getting started. We'll be right here with Teal Wicks on HollywoodPopCulture.com.